Everybody, of course, it's the CoverBoi Chronicles, and it's the CoverBoi. And right now, I'm doing a Bring It review. And if you didn't know, that's like one of these amazing dance groups on Lifetime, and it comes on Wednesdays at 10 o'clock. But this Wednesday was the season finale, so as you know, season finales come, I do reviews. So, season notes for this particular show, I decided to do the teams, because mainly a lot of the teams were repeats, or at least a lot of the teams were repeats. And then you write them all down, like the main ones that were like main talked about. There was only like 4 teams. That was basically it. So I've separated them into the three. I'm going to tell you the team. Then I'm going to tell you what I thought about them in particular, and then how they behaved in the battles, and then their coaches. I'm going to explain all of those. Then I'll go into my cast notes. Okay? Alright, so starting off with the teams, we'll go ahead and do the Ladies of Excellence. And I actually felt that their routines, from what I've seen, were actually kind of cute. There wasn't really anything like too spectacular that just wowed me, but it was enough that had made me think that when they came in, they were like almost on the prancing tigerette status, but I suppose they kind of weren't. The thing it is, they got whooped by the prancing tigerettes. But speaking of the prancing tigerettes, I wanted to go ahead and talk about them next. I actually kind of like, aside from the dancing dolls, like that's the team that I really like. My favorite color. Aside from that, like, I really like the Preston Tigerettes. Like, I would if I put it like this: if I didn't want my daughter to dance for the Abbey Lee Dance Company, I would send her, of course, to the Diamond Dolls. And if the Diamond Dolls told her come back next year, I guarantee you the Preston Tigerettes will tell her, come on in, honey. That's how I feel about that. Yeah. Dynamic Diamond Dolls would be the absolute hell no. Would just definitely not. I would not even take my child even to go see them perform. I wouldn't even let my child watch them on TV if I had a child, which I don't. But I wouldn't let my child watch them on TV, because the way they behave during their battles is just tomfoolery. So we'll start with, and then of course I can't forget about the Divas of Olive Ranch. Now, quite frankly, in the beginning of the series, I didn't personally think that they were gonna be much of trouble. And then you get down to this last episode, because if y'all remember, they had that one street episode. And so I'm gonna talk about the battles now. So they had that street episode where they had went to the streets, and they were supposed to have a competition, and they were the Divas of Olive Ranch. They were like, "Oh, we gonna beat your ass, this, that, and the third." Girl. So something happened and it got canceled. So the girls was like, "Well, we still ready. You know what I'm saying? We still got this. You know what I'm saying?" So it got to a point where like three of the events that they went to, somebody ended up fighting. Like, well, no, I say 4. I really don't even want to count the first one, because the first little incident was with it was at the Divas of Olive Ranch's I think that they knew the woman or something of that nature. It was something about the judges. They had originally started off with 6 judges, and they ended up with 7 judges. And it was supposed to be 6 teams, and each 6 teams picked a judge. And with those teams, I guess the people who were doing the event had to have somebody there to be the tiebreaker. So I mean, I can understand that, but I feel like it was late, regardless of facts. Like, y'all should just have them do it again until somebody was gonna change their mind. Somebody was gonna change their mind. Anyways, that was messy. But anyways, they took it. I don't like that when all the fighting and foolishness is just extra. Prince and Tigerettes, they have, from what I see, great sportsmanship. You know, they come in. You know, they not too much. They enough. You know, if they do too much, you put them in their place quickly as possible, and then you move on. You know, no big deal, no biggie. Then let's see. They're not only that. For me, when it comes to dancing and, you know, the way you perform, like, goodness. I can't take Dynamic Diamond Dolls each time I think about them, because that performance. Okay, let me tell you why I have this feeling about Dynamic Diamond Dolls. These children come on, they look so cute. They got all the sass just coming out there and pumping it out there, and these girls has got these big smiles, or they got these sickening ass mugs, and hair is laid and sewed in, and girl, don't think I don't know the process, but everything's all put together, and these girls is out here and they got all they sass going on, and then next thing you know, they fighting each other, faking it, and things of that nature. It's not all together, and girl, it's a hot ass mess. And so, needless to say, they win, right? And when they win, instead of walking up to me and shaking my hand, or at least just, you know, good game, and walk away, these motherfuckers get up, or not motherfuckers, because some children. These children get up and start shaking, bends over and start shaking their derrieres and patting their derrieres in front of these girls, like, ha ha, you can kiss it, da da da, this, that, and third. Now, y'all mamas need to be slapped for that. Quite frankly, for me, I just personally believe that a child can only get that from their parents. Only. Because that type of behavior should not be allowed. Like, these people had some class about themselves. I mean, they're like, you know, damn, you can't at least shake my hand and be like, good game, you know. I remember when I was a kid in the Little League basketball team, I wasn't nothing. I really was boo. I was crap and then some. Swore I wanted to be like Mike, though. He was just such a big inspiration to my life. Anyways, we used to all get out and shake each other's hand, you know, win, lose, draw. Good game. Hit the showers. Juices, holla back. I think that's it. I really do. I don't really have anything for the Ladies of Excellence. I mean, I could just go off of their battle, and their battle wasn't, I mean, it was cute. It just, and they seemed like they were ladies at the end of the day, so I would definitely say that they're classy. Now, I don't really have too much of a beef with the Divas of Olive Ranch. It's just, I don't want my child doing no spread eagle and like all that shit. Like, I don't want my child spreading her legs at all. I don't want to picture my child having sex, because I know eventually one day my child is going to give me grandchildren. You see what I'm saying? May God bless me to be fortunate to see that. But you know what I'm saying, like, I need to understand why these children are spreading their legs. So I appreciate that ass whooping that you guys got by by the dolls. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that you got your ass whooped like that in the streets. And that way, when y'all came back, y'all gave a good fight. Y'all switched up a whole new thing. Y'all wasn't spreading legs for these judges, honey, but y'all spreading them for the home crowds. Shame on you. Shame on you. So, I hope that that is just nasty and just as trifling as to you as I think it is to me. Because for me, I just feel like I wouldn't want my child doing nothing like that. So, moving on. As long as, you know, she switches that up and keeps switching it up and don't put no more spread eagles in, she's got good coaching. I like the guy. I like him. I think he's a pretty cool coach. I've had a guy coach before, so I know the difference between women and men. I like you know, having a girl coach. I would actually want Miss Diana for a coach. Dynamic Diamond Dolls. The coach, she seems like she's of elegance and class, but obviously not if these children going out and like, kiss that girl. No. No. Somebody's teaching y'all that. That's nasty. Y'all don't need to be doing that either. Ladies of Excellence, classy. Definitely classy. I could definitely say they were classy. So it's time for the cast review. Alright, so we're going to do Miss Mimi and Carm. So I feel like Miss Mimi, for one, I love her. She's like my new favorite mom. I feel like her daughter is amazeballs, and I hope she gets into that performing arts school. Like, I was one of those students that should have went to a performing arts school, and you don't want your daughter to be the kid that should have been. You want her to have been, you know. So, Selena and Sanjay. I feel like, honestly, even though I know you not that ghetto fab ratchet Greer slash Tamar's cousin Tamar's cousin step niece's sister's brother's cousin twice removed. That's what she remind me of, one of them. But Sanjay, I actually think that, I see what Miss Diana's talking about. Like, she is an amazing, smart, brilliant girl when she puts her mind to it on that dance floor. But if only she could keep memory. Honestly, I think it's not even her keeping memory. She's got the memory down. It's just she got excited and she choked. And she's like, okay, well, you know what? You made it this far. You proved your point. Now work even harder, and you'll know how to do that. You know, hang out with Kayla. Ask her what's some tips from her. You know, continue to hang out with the girls on the line so that way they can give you tips. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I think she's great. Tina, I really, really think that she's Tina and Kayla. I think that Tina is a ride-or-die mom. Like, that's one of them ride-or-dads right there. That's a ride-or-die friend. That's a ride-or-die girlfriend. That's just one of them ride-or-dies. I live for her. Live for her. And her child, let me tell you, Kayla, she went hard. For this to have been her last season, like, she can't say, regardless of whether, you know, I believe she led this team with all of her heart and passion, and now that she's walking into her senior year, it's going to be an even better amount. And so I know that they're still going to be able to remember her. Like, even though, you know, Miss Diana had gave that wonderful advice, you know, no one really remembers a loser's team, but you made those judges remember you guys. And that's the amazing thing about you. And so that's why I love this team, and I just think it's great. Brittany, I couldn't leave her out. She's a bad one, especially when she get dressed up. I was like, yes! Out of all the mamas, everybody look cute. Miss Mimi had on her makeup. I expect her to be diva-fied. Selena's like my diva. Tina, I felt like she was pretty. She was pretty for the thing, but Brittany, she was a bad one. And Chrissy, I hope you get into that school too. Like, I know, like, for me, like, I've auditioned for a lot of other things outside of that, like for The Voice and what else? The Glee Project and things of that nature. So, like, and I'm still going for it. So, like, just keep going. Don't stop. To the dance dads, we need more dance like that. Of course, I eventually will be a dance dad, but I think I'll probably end up being the worst dance dad ever, because, like, they think it's going to stop when they leave that dance floor. There's another thing coming, baby. Especially if you in that performing arts school. You think you got it bad when you leave that school. You're funny. Anyways, I couldn't leave these baby dancing dolls out. I couldn't leave them out. They were just the cutest things. Baby do not mean baby, honey, child, sweet sugar. Them children was, oh my goodness, like, it was just like a whole bunch of little, like, if you guys watch Dance Moms, it was like a whole bunch of little Asias. Like, a whole bunch of little Asias. Like, I'm living for it. So, let's do a cover lovers poll, shall we? So let's hashtag it, cover lovers poll. Which of these teams did you feel was the best in your eyes? Was it the Ladies of Excellence, the Dynamic Diamond Dolls, the Prince and Tigerettes, the Divas of Olive Ranch, or was it the Dancing Dolls? Obviously, we should hope that the answer was Dancing Dolls, but I mean, it's up to you. That's why it's the cover lovers poll. But my cover boy comment is going to be the speech that Craig's father gave him. You win some, you lose some, but you live to fight another day. And regardless of what may come your way, you still gonna have that experience. You still gonna have that determination. You're gonna know how to go back and do it and reapply it in a different sense, so that way you can have a better outcome next time. And that is my show. Be sure to tweet the show, CoverBoi Chronicles, New Cover Lovers, my like page, my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram. Be sure to like, comment, and y'all know what to do. Subscribe to TheSpiritsoulstar, my YouTube channel, and let me know what you guys felt about this wonderful video and what you guys felt about this wonderful show. I'm ready for this show to have another season. I'm so excited the fact that they had Aja, my wonderful, wonderful, wonderful favorite show, hit the floor, comes on Memorial Day. So that is going to be the highlight, other than the fact that I may be barbecuing. I can taste the food now. So, without that being said, bye guys. See you guys later.